I have watched your soul grow quietly through the storms. Not every tear you've shed has gone unnoticed, and though the world may have overlooked your silent prayers, I assure you, heaven has not. There is a reason you've been feeling this stirring in your heart lately, a warmth you can't explain, a hope rising slowly from within. This is not a coincidence. Someone has been chosen to walk beside you. You are loved, purely, deeply, without conditions, not just by the divine, but by someone whose soul recognizes yours. They may not have said the words yet, but their spirit has been whispering your name in every quiet moment. You were never meant to be alone. You were meant to be met with devotion, with a love that does not rush, but waits, prepares, and chooses you again and again. Can you feel the shift around you? That soft pressure in the atmosphere, that nudge in your intuition telling you something is coming? It's not your imagination, it's alignment. Someone has been healing, learning to love in truth, not in fear. And now, they are ready, not just for a relationship, but for union, for covenant. If this message finds you, pause for a moment and write, "I receive this love" in the comments. Declare it, claim it, for it is already on its way to you. Heaven moves in response to belief, and your agreement activates a promise. This person has seen beyond the surface. They are drawn to your spirit, your strength, your softness. They may not know how to express it yet, but their heart beats in rhythm with yours. Do not settle for half-hearted love, because what is coming carries the weight of destiny. It is not lust, it is loyalty. It is not illusion, it is intention. They carry a purity that mirrors your own, a sincerity that will soothe your doubts. And when they come, you will recognize them not by their words, but by the peace they bring. You have waited long, I know, but this season of preparation has not been in vain. Every delay has shaped you. Every silence has built a stronger foundation for what's to come. You do not need to chase. You only need to stay open, because what is meant for you will find you with clarity, not confusion. This love will not demand that you shrink. It will expand your light, support your purpose, and remind you daily of how deeply you are cherished. Someone purely loves you. They are already in motion, and they are ready not just emotionally, but spiritually aligned to walk this path with you. You were never forgotten, only protected. You were never rejected, only redirected. Now, the gates are opening, and love is crossing the threshold. Prepare your heart, not with fear, but with faith. For what heaven reveals, it also fulfills. And when you meet their eyes for the first time, you will know this is the one you were made for, and they were made for you. There is a reason your spirit has been restless at night. Something sacred is moving in the unseen. You may not have all the answers yet, but your soul can already feel the pull of destiny approaching. This connection, it wasn't built in a moment. It was written across lifetimes, stitched into the divine design long before you were aware. That's why your heart recognizes what your mind still questions. They've dreamed of you, not with eyes closed, but in the moments when they felt most alone. You were the comfort they didn't know they were reaching for, the light they could never name, but always felt. Even now, the universe is arranging divine encounters. A word here, a glance there, a series of events that look random, but are sacred breadcrumbs leading you both to alignment. You may have felt overlooked, but the truth is, you are hidden for a reason, protected from those who could not honor your heart, preserved for the one who would. This love doesn't arrive with noise or drama. It arrives in silence, in depth, in the kind of presence that steadies you and makes you feel completely seen. And when they speak, it won't be to impress you. It will be to reassure you, to let you know they see the same divine thread connecting your lives. You won't have to wonder if it's real, because peace will settle where anxiety used to live, and the chaos you once mistook for passion will fade in the presence of true devotion. They've been praying too, not always with words, but with longing, with dreams, and their heart has been echoing the very same questions as yours. Sometimes, love doesn't shout from the rooftops. Sometimes it waits, quietly, until the soul is ready to listen. If you've been receiving signs lately, repeating numbers, songs that strike your chest, dreams that feel too vivid to ignore, it's not coincidence. It's confirmation. You are closer than you think, to a chapter you once believed was out of reach. And when it arrives, it will feel both brand new and deeply familiar. They are not far, closer than your doubt allows you to believe, and they are being drawn to you, not by force, but by divine magnetism. So keep your heart soft, keep your spirit open, because the next time love knocks, it won't be to test you, but to stay. Every delay was divine orchestration, every heartbreak a redirection, not away from love, but toward the love that was always yours. There are moments still ahead, where you'll pause and say, "This is what I was waiting for. And now, I understand why nothing before ever worked." The path is not meant to be rushed, because what's being prepared for you is too sacred to arrive before the time is right. And that time is drawing near. You've walked through seasons of silence, not realizing they were preparing you to hear differently. Now, even the smallest signs feel louder, because your spirit has been trained to notice the whispers of the divine. There is a soft unveiling happening, the kind that doesn't come with fireworks, but with a calm assurance that wraps around your heart and tells you this is real. Don't be surprised if familiar places begin to feel different. If you sense something shifting in people's energy around you, that's alignment clearing the way. That's love preparing to step into view. You haven't missed your moment. It's not too late, and nothing that is yours by divine design can ever be stolen, delayed, or denied. Even now, someone is looking for what only you carry, not your appearance, not your titles, but your presence, your essence, your light. They are awakening to the knowing that love isn't something they must search for, but something their soul is already connected to, something drawing them forward, step by sacred step. Your name has been carried in their heart, even before they knew who you were. It's been hidden in their hopes, etched into their dreams. They have tasted love before, but never like this, because this time it comes with alignment, not attachment. And when they meet you, they won't hesitate, not because everything will be perfect, but because everything will feel honest, real, safe. The divine has been orchestrating encounters, some disguised as delays, others disguised as disappointments, but all meant to lead you here. You may not recognize them at first, because their entrance won't be grand, but the peace they bring will be undeniable, like exhaling after holding your breath too long. Your heart will know before your mind catches up, and in their presence, you will no longer feel the need to explain yourself, because they will understand what no one else could. There is a frequency in your soul, and only one soul has been tuned to respond to it. That resonance is growing louder, and soon it will draw them to you effortlessly. This is not about chance. It's about timing, truth, and trust. Love this deep doesn't come when you're desperate. It comes when you're ready. And yes, heaven knows that you are ready, even if you still question it, even if you still carry remnants of old wounds. They are coming, not to complete you, but to walk with you in completeness, not to rescue you, but to reflect the healing you've already done. Pay attention in the days ahead to conversations that feel charged with meaning, to dreams that linger when you wake, to that quiet excitement that refuses to fade. Because nothing will be the same once they appear, and everything before will finally make sense. You are approaching the threshold now, and love is already standing on the other side. Sometimes a heart feels a presence before the eyes ever see the person. It's not about logic anymore. It's about what your spirit already knows. You might feel drawn to certain words, places, even songs. That's not random. These are echoes of a connection that's growing stronger each day. This love won't need loud declarations, because it will speak through actions, through stillness, through understanding, and in the way they choose you over and over. Even when the world distracts you, the universe continues guiding. No missed message, no wasted moment. Everything is part of the preparation. Their path is being cleared right now. People are leaving their life so they can have the space to recognize you clearly, without interference, without confusion. You're not just a desire in their heart. You're an answer to a prayer they forgot they prayed. You're the calm after years of emotional storms, the clarity they didn't think they'd ever find. There will be a divine familiarity when your souls align, a sense of, I've known you before. Because in truth, your souls are being calling out to each other across time. No more begging for attention. No more questioning your worth. This love will meet you in fullness, not ask you to shrink just a fit. They will admire your growth, celebrate your presence, and never make you feel too much for simply being who you are. This is a type of love that heals without trying, that teaches through presence, and holds space for you to evolve, without fear of being left behind. You may not see the full picture yet, but your spirit already senses the unfolding. That's why you felt different lately. It's a shift before the breakthrough. They are closer than you think, looking for truth, yearning for peace, ready to love in a way that honors their own transformation. You won't have to convince them to choose you, because their heart will already know. The bond will not be built on pressure, but on divine resonance. They will listen when you speak, not just hear, truly listen. And when you fall silent, they'll understand the words you didn't say. The same way your soul has matured, so has theirs. And that's why the meeting will feel so different from anything you've known before. Get ready to recognize them, not by appearance, but by energy, by the ease, the safety, and the way your spirit exhales in their presence. There is no need to rush the process, because this love is not running from you. It is coming toward you, and it knows exactly where to find your heart. There is a knowing rising within you, even if you can't explain it to anyone else. Your spirit has started to respond to what's being drawn silently into your life. It's like a melody you've never heard, yet somehow remember. It plays quietly in your heart and pulls your attention toward what's coming. You're beginning to feel ready, not desperate, but steady, more grounded than ever, because something within you already recognizes the nearness of love. They are not looking for perfection. They are looking for presence, for connection that doesn't vanish when things get hard, for love that can be trusted in both silence and noise. You have become the answer to someone's inner longing, the very reflection they didn't think existed, a soul who carries warmth, patience, and the kind of strength that calms storms. There's a softness about to enter your life, not the weakness they once mistook as fragility, but a strength wrapped in gentleness, capable of holding everything you've been carrying alone. You won't have to explain why you've built walls. They'll see them, honor them, and wait patiently as trust begins to grow. Between every crack of your guarded heart, this love doesn't want to change you. It wants to meet you where you are, to walk beside you, and celebrate every layer of who you've become. They are not intimidated by your past. They're inspired by your resilience. They don't want to erase your story. They want to be part of the chapter where peace finally begins. You may have mistaken noise for passion before, but now you're learning. True love doesn't have to be loud to be powerful. Its presence speaks in stillness. Something within them recognizes the sacred in you, and they feel drawn, not out of need, but out of reverence. You are not just a person to them. You are a sanctuary. The connection won't make sense to others, and it doesn't have to, because it was never meant to be understood by the crowd, only by the two souls it was created for. You'll start noticing alignment in strange ways. Their name might come up when you least expect. You might feel pulled towards certain places. That's the universe preparing divine timing. This isn't fantasy. This is fulfillment of every quiet hope you were once afraid to voice, because you feared it was too much to ask. They are coming with intentionality, not to stir up your life, but to build something sacred, a bond that feels like a home you never knew you were missing. And as you continue your days, notice how peace begins to follow you, how the weight feels lighter, because your soul is making room for what it already knows is coming. There's something unspoken preparing to reach you, a presence that moves quietly through your atmosphere, making its way toward your soul, without needing permission to be real. You've spent years building walls with silence. Now love is arriving with patience, ready to knock gently, not to break your barriers, but to honor them. They aren't coming to fill a void. They are coming because you become whole. And whole souls attract what is sacred, not what is temporary. There's a softness in the way your name is forming in their thoughts. They don't know why they think of you so often, but you become the calm in their storm, the light in their internal shadows. You might be feeling emotional lately. It's not weakness. It's a preparation of your heart for the love it's about to carry. They're not trying to fix you. They've spent time fixing themselves, so that when you meet, they won't project their pain. They'll protect your peace. This is not just a connection. It's a divine appointment, something heaven-timed, with a precision your logic may never fully grasp. You'll recognize them by the way your soul softens, not your defenses, but your spirit, and the silence between you will be more comfortable than noise with anyone else. They are not perfect, and neither are you, but this love doesn't require perfection. It asks only for presence, truth, and a willingness to grow together. Even in the smallest gestures, they will reflect a level of care you're not used to, not because they are trying to impress you, but because honoring you is instinctive. You won't need to perform. You won't need to explain every scar. They will notice them and love you deeper for surviving them. There is a sacred timing unfolding, and your only job now is to stay open, stay grounded, and let go of the fear that says it's too good to be true. Because this is not a dream. It's a manifestation of everything you quietly believe you deserved. They are already searching with their soul, guided by an unseen force that keeps pointing their heart in your direction. Don't be surprised when you feel them before they arrive physically. Spiritual connections move faster than time. They are already closer than your eyes can see. Trust the quiet nudges, the moments of peace that come out of nowhere, the unexpected waves of gratitude. These are signs that the alignment is nearing. And when you least expect, you will turn the corner of an ordinary day and meet the person who will make everything before them feel like a long breath you were waiting to release. If this message reached your heart today, know that it was never by accident. There are moments in life when the divine speaks, and all we need to do is listen with open spirit and quiet trust. You were meant to hear this, to be reminded that love is not far, that something sacred is unfolding behind the veil, and your heart is being prepared to receive it. If you felt this truth resonate within you, write in the comments, "My heart recognizes this love." Let this be your confirmation, your agreement with what heaven has already started. By speaking it, you align yourself. You welcome what's been waiting to find you. You allow the universe to continue the work that has already begun in your favor. And if these words brought peace, clarity, or hope to your soul, I invite you to join us. Be part of a space where divine messages continue to flow, where your heart is seen and your journey is honored. Click to subscribe to this channel, and make sure to activate the notification bell so that each new message finds you right on time, right when your spirit needs it most. You are not alone, and you are not forgotten. This is only the beginning of something beautiful unfolding in your life. Thank you for allowing these words into your space and into your heart. Until the next message, stay open, stay expectant, and stay aligned.